Okay then. Haha. Well, after that main event, I guess it's confirmed Shawn Michaels should be coming out of retirement then? I mean, it went exactly like the way I thought, and then some. So yeah. What's up, your boy here, Apollo from Down Down Up Up. What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving for all my peeps in Canada. Enjoying a wonderful Thanksgiving so far, and just recently enjoyed WWE Super Show. Now, this would have been uploaded earlier in the day, but people get busy, aka me and lots of other people. So, coming out now. Still want to upload this Sunday. Hoping I can. Should not be an issue. It's time to talk about WWE Super Showdown in Australia. And it was a show I enjoyed. There were the usual ups and downs. I felt like there were a bit more ups than downs. And that's mainly because I think I got every single match right in my predictions. Except for the, well, I shouldn't say unexpected. But it was unexpected to me. The Cruiserweight Championship match. That was a good feel moment, though. But let's dive right into it and see what made this show tick. Let's go. Now, the starter of the show, I would like to mention that during the whole show, it seemed like there was only the Raw crew when it comes to ring announcers and commentators, aka JoJo and the Raw commentary team of Renee Young, Michael Cole, and the guy that never shuts his mouth, Corey Graves. So let's dive right into it. The opener of the show was for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. It was The Bar versus The New Day, and it was a fun match. Of course it was a fun match. The New Day and The Bar rarely disappoint, and this one did not disappoint. It was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods who repped The New Day tonight. Nice to see those two go back to work, and they had a really good match with The Bar. The finish was also a bit unexpected. It was kind of a new finish. Woods hit a backstabber, and then Kofi Kingston basically just hit coup de grace while Cesaro was still in the backstabber position by Woods. And 1, 2, 3, the New Day retained. The Bar came close on a few occasions, including a sharpshooter that looked like maybe, just maybe, it was going to be enough to win those titles, but not quite. So far, the show living up to the glorified house show remark. New Day keep the tag team titles. See what's going to happen with them next. I'm still a bit worried, though, that they're just being put on New Day just because, oh, let's keep it on until Bludgeon Brothers come back. Then we kill the New Day. And I don't want to see that, preferably. But moving on, we then moved on to another championship match right away. SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line. Becky Lynch defending against Charlotte. Now, this is where a lot of confirmation came in. That's right, this match was a bit more important than I thought it was going to be. Not only did we have a dirty finish, but it also confirms that WWE are not by any means soon planning to turn Becky Lynch into a full-fledged babyface again and Charlotte the nasty heel. I thought we would get the double turn at some point, but no. Charlotte locked in the figure 8 after a really good match. They had a good match there, no disappointments. Some good spots, including a boot and some spears, but Becky Lynch still surviving until the figure 8 was put in. Becky Lynch, who had her championship in the ring, grabbed it and proceeded to smack Charlotte with it. While Charlotte had the figure 8, Charlotte Flair won via DQ, but Becky Lynch keeps the championship and also attacks Charlotte after the match, even though Charlotte instigated it. But Becky Lynch walks away, still the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Yes, wonderful. I'm gonna feel so disappointed, though, if Charlotte just wins it back at Evolution. Now I'm getting a bit worried now that it looks like Becky is just a heel. So, yeah, they really didn't want to go put all their faith in Becky, did they? Shame. But she's still champion, and that is a beautiful thing. Third match of the night. I have not had to look at the book yet because it's still in my head. I'm hoping to keep it in my head. Third match of the night was the tag team match between Elias and Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley and John, don't call him JBL, Cena. I'm saying this because when John Cena came out and you look at that man and his haircut and his forehead, JBL, what more am I supposed to say? Now, this match was funny, and afterward I was able to find out why, so made complete sense of to why. My disappointment for this is that Kevin Owens and Elias did not get a big chance to enrage the crowd. They didn't get that much time, and even though they threw a few disses, the crowd cheered for some of it, so didn't exactly work like on Raw. Then the match itself, it was exactly what we all expected. Lashley got the crap kicked out of him until he made the hot tag to John Cena. But unlike other matches, there was only one tag to John Cena, and all we got was the 6 moves of doom, and that was it. Literally came in shoulder tackles, 5-knuckle shuffle, what I that don't like saying that at all. AA, and his new finisher, a punch when he does this, and then, so, yeah, he pinned Elias, and it is what it is. It actually just made me laugh. I didn't hate this match at all, because that's what I was thinking. The more and more Lashley was just staying in the ring, I was thinking, wait, is John only going to get one tag and hit the 6 moves of doom? He did. He did. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. And the reason it's come out, it's because John Cena is still being cast in something, and they did not, as in the people who are doing all the production and whatnot that Cena's working for, they did not want John to take any physical punishment at all. So he didn't. He just got the tag and won. That was it. So that was, I think, the main reason why John Cena didn't really take any bumps or anything like that. He cut a little promo after the match too, happy to be here and whatnot, still going strong, can't wait to see what comes next, John Cena stuff. It was okay. I would have preferred this the first match of the night, but third is still good too. Moving on to the fourth match though, and this is when I was really happy to get over a few people. It was the Iconics versus Asuka and Naomi. I don't know why, but it seemed like a lot of people put their faith down on this one, mainly because they had more faith in Murphy winning the Cruiserweight Championship, but not both matches with people from Australia winning. I disagreed with that and went the other way, and it paid off here after a little back and forth. Not the worst match in the world, honestly. The Iconics were able to hit their double finisher, and Naomi got pinned by Peyton Royce. Iconics win. I believe their pay-per-view / network special debut, if you go outside of NXT, as a team, their debut, and they won. Very pleased about that. They just should have gotten that win in my head. I don't have a problem with anything there, so I'm going to keep it brief about that match. Great job, Iconics. You got the job done. Moving into match numero 5. Now I might have to look at the book. No, I don't. I remember what was number 5 because I remember how shocked I was when it was announced it was number 5 out of 10. The WWE Championship match was halfway through the show. Not even in the last 3 or 4, but the 5th match on the show. Oh man, that hurt because I immediately knew, no, Joe's not winning the title. But then the match happened, and well done, Joe. You were definitely convincing me. You got some good spots there. I loved the catching Uranagi onto the chair. That was great. The Coquina Clutch put in a few times, one especially that got me off my couch and was just like, oh my gosh, that's it. He can't, there's no rope break, but no. AJ was able to escape them. He had to get out of the ring. He had to reverse into a pin that didn't work again. But then, what happens? What happens after some punishment in a no DQ, no countout match? A submission win for AJ Styles. This is the first time, to my knowledge, that Samoa Joe has ever submitted stepping foot into the WWE. I can't think of any time in NXT or the main roster in general where I have seen Samoa Joe lose by submission. Maybe there's something really obvious that's just escaping my brain right now, but I cannot think of a time. At one point, Samoa Joe tweaked the knee. AJ worked on it a bit, but then that last calf crusher he got on, he was pulling that thing apart when he finally got it locked in. It looked a bit funny at first, but positioning can't work all the time. And as Samoa Joe looked like he was grabbing him for those ropes, which still would not have mattered, tapping out. So does this mean, like Nakamura, Samoa Joe is now just pushed from everything in the world and will disappear off of TV? Whew, sorry Samoa Joe, but I did not see AJ losing. So, it is what it is. Moving on. The sixth match of the night was, I believe, the Raw Women's Six-Man Tag Team match, a six-woman tag team match, excusez-moi. It was Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins versus the Riot Squad. I was thinking a lot what other people were thinking. What's going to happen when Liv Morgan and Brie Bella are the legal people? What happened? Well, Liv wanted to knock Brie the heck out. It was an awesome spot where Liv just looked like she really kicked Brie hard in the head, and got another spot later on. It was just like revenge, even though it was probably unintentional. Mistakes happen. But at the same time, Eva Marie is looking like a better in-ring choice these days than Brie Bella. Hate to say it, but I'm kind of right. So, moving on though to the actual match, kind of a good back and forth, but just like the John Cena match, once Ronda Rousey got that tag to work, she went, and she even won the match with two armbars locked in at the same time. Poor Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Their arms are now broken. Probably not, but it looked good. It was a good finish. And as for the Nikki Bella Ronda Rousey rumors for Evolution, the only little thing that happened in this match was Nikki convincing Ronda that she wanted to start. No big confrontation or anger there. After the match, they all just celebrated. No attacks, nothing like that. We'll get to the after-match attacks, if you guys know what I mean. And as for Evolution, they already had an advertisement for it, and it said Ronda Rousey versus mystery opponent, women's championship on the line. Probably still might be Nikki Bella, but they should have pulled the trigger here. Now I have a problem with it. This was the time to pull it. Moving on, though, to match numero 7. I believe, and maybe this is where my order finally gets out of line, it was the Cruiserweight Championship match. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Cruiserweight Champion, Buddy freaking Murphy. Oh, it was a wonderful, wonderful sight to see him win that title in Australia. I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe it doing my predictions. I could not see them throwing away Cedric's reign, even though in many eyes it hasn't been the most impressive thing. It hasn't been bad to mine, getting a bit stale. Drew Gulak really was the turning point where, oh no, he should have won. Why are they keeping on Cedric now? But no. Murphy kicked out of the lumbar check straight up. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Maybe once or twice, but rarely. And then hit Murphy's Law. 1, 2, 3. Clean win for Buddy Murphy, new Cruiserweight Champion. He is now a former NXT Tag Team Champion and current Cruiserweight Champion. He's beautiful. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do for this division more because he is just great. Every time I see him in that main event spot, just like with Mustafa Ali, with Kalisto, he has incredible matches. This match was okay, mainly because it wasn't 205 Live. They don't get enough time here than they would 205 Live. I'm looking forward to the rematch because now they are tied 1 apiece. I'm excited, happy, loving this. This is how you get me invested. Thank you, Murphy. You're beautiful. Moving on to number 8, I believe it was the Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. A lot of people saw the heels winning this one. I wasn't really buying this, honestly. Number 1, it's a glorified house show. Number 2, it's the Shield in a 6-man tag team match. And they needed the momentum, too, because Braun and his team have been getting the upper hand in tag team-related things lately, a.k.a. why Drew and Dolph are still tag team champions. So after a very intensive back and forth, though, we finally got to a point where Roman accidentally Superman punched Ambrose, and Dean was getting up the same time Strowman's team were surrounding the ring with Reigns and Rollins in it. Oh, is this the moment? Is Dean Ambrose turning? No, he got back in the ring, took out some people with his brothers, eventually looked like he was in trouble, but then Reigns speared Strowman through a barricade. Finally, after a very, very, very intense back and forth even after that, I'm not going to lie, I did enjoy this match. I thought it was pretty darn good. Dirty deeds to Ziggler. 1, 2, 3. Ambrose gets the pin, the Shield win in Australia. Hooah! It was good. I think for me, this was actually the match of the night. I wasn't sure in my head what might take it, but this one had time. It had a good storyline put in it with Dean Ambrose, and possibly Drew McIntyre. But in the end, a little bit more teasing, no complaints there, and a good win for the Shield. Good win for the Shield, enjoyed it. Now it's time to talk about, without a doubt, the most shocking result of the night for me. Not because of who won, but because of the length of the match. Daniel Bryan, The Miz, the number one contender match for the WWE Championship. First of all, it's over the WWE Championship match in the show. This is literally the match before the main event. Second of all, what was that, 2 minutes? 2 minutes? Oh my goodness, man. Miz gets some cheap shot. He hits the running knee on Bryan. Bryan kicks out. Okay, Miz couldn't get him that fast. Goes for the skull-crushing finale. Bryan tries for a roll-up. 1, 2, 3. What? The crowd had no idea how to react to that right away. I was looking in the crowd and thinking, ooh, did they, because I was watching the TV, I was invested in this already. And then when I saw that 3 count, I was totally like, yes, Bryan AJ, we're getting it. Awesome. Awesome. If you can't tell I enjoyed this show, you hopefully have watched it and hopefully enjoyed it too. Daniel Bryan beats The Miz. He shuts that mouth in just about 2 minutes. Better wrestler, big roll-up win, all that wonderful stuff. Hilarious. Bryan AJ, Crown Jewel. Would have preferred Survivor Series, but that's okay because at Crown Jewel, we have 2 really good championship matches that are probably going to happen. Bryan AJ, maybe Bryan wins. And Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman. Roman probably wins, but it should be a really good destructive match, just like SummerSlam last year with Joe. 5 freaking stars. But now, what the main focus was around, it's the main event, Undertaker, Triple H, Kane, and Shawn Michaels in their respective corners. But what does Triple H do? A little bit of that authority power, he makes it a no DQ match. Ha ha! As for the match itself, it was good. Yeah, it was good. I feel sorry for people who expected more, because you've already seen more with these two. Okay? This is more because of money, nostalgia, and a few other factors, aka bringing Shawn Michaels out of retirement. So, the match, though, like I said, it was okay. It's definitely not one of their greatest matches, but in my opinion, it's one of their longest matches. This one, was it like a good solid half hour, I think? Maybe even longer, I'm not sure. They went out through the crowd, they got some table spots in there. Definitely a lot of interference from Shawn Michaels and eventually Kane. Tombstone Piledriver, Triple H just straight up kicks out. Pedigree, Undertaker barely kicks out. Triple H jumping off the top rope, stepping on a chair that was like around Undertaker's neck. Kane pulls Triple H out, or no, I think he pulled the referee out right before that 3 count was going to be made. A few other crazy back and forth spots, and then finally Michaels is just done. He gets in, start throwing super kicks. It's a super kick party. Booyah! And after at least 2 super kicks and 2 pedigrees, Triple H won. I knew it! Money is one of the biggest motivators in this world. That's not a good thing to say, in my opinion, but it's really, really true. Shawn Michaels is without a doubt coming out of retirement in my head right now. If he doesn't, then what was the point of this? Because after the match, a little bit of hugging, some handshakes, and a couple of Tombstone Piledrivers. I mean, it was just a cute moment at first, thinking, oh, we're just kind of recreating what they did in 2012 after the end of an era match, after the Hell in a Cell. But no! Tombstone to Triple H, chokeslam to Michaels through the announce table. Undertaker and Kane are not happy, and a rematch is most likely coming in the future. So, all in all, I'm looking forward to it, honestly. Because as fans, there's just stuff we crave to see, regardless if it's good or bad. And I want to see Shawn Michaels do it one more time. It may not be the right time, but I want to see it. Thank you all so much for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, sincerely appreciative of your time. Because that's it. That is it. Thank you so much for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite part of WWE Super Showdown was. What was your most shocking moment? What are you looking forward to seeing next? Lots of good stuff coming our way. And like I said, good predictions for me. I only got 1 match wrong, and I'm very pleased about that. So, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy the long weekend. And if you're not in Canada, enjoy life. Happens all around us. I will see you all in a later video. As I've said before, my WWE 2K Glitches and Funny Moments series is put on hold. Maybe in a bit we're going to get some more footage up, as my tongue is going into complete overdrive right now. Maybe we get more, maybe we don't. Not the biggest deal in the world. I obviously will be seeing you guys for some more predictions at the end of the month, aka Evolution. Results and review obviously follows that. And then, of course, Crown Jewel, then Survivor Series weekend with TakeOver. Fun stuff coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of fun stuff. Keep it real. I'll see you later.